Hello and welcome. This is another GBMC guide from IT Services, and I'm going to show you how to add an additional profile to your Outlook account. Now, this isn't an additional email. Obviously, with your emails, you can have more than one email account down the navigation pane on the left-hand side. That's separate to logging in as somebody different. Now, to be clear, you have another option of delegate access, so you can remote control somebody else's account within your own account. There's quite a few rare scenarios that you might come across where you need this, but the guide's there for reference. So first of all, we need to go to a control panel and open Mail 32-bit. If you go to Show Profiles, now, sorry, I'll go back one step. I'm going to make a guide on fixing if your show profiles option is wrong, or I should say mail settings are incorrect. So if you don't see it like this and you see it like this, I will put up a separate guide to show you how to fix that. The summary version of it is go into installable apps, open Microsoft and then MS Office, Microsoft software, then MS Office, and run repair Office 2016, and that will repair it so it looks like this. So continuing on, so this is the account that's already on my version of Outlook. So if I logged into Outlook now, it would only give me this option. Now I can make it so I can have another account. So if I go to Brighton Test 1, so this is only for your reference, so it can be anything you like. So I'm going to use this profile to log on to the Brighton Test account number 1. So I'll just name it something accordingly. And here we go. This is a familiar screen if you've set up Outlook. So you're going to need to give it an identity. So this is our Brighton Test 1 account. So I'm just going to type in Brighton Test 1. Normally it's first name, surname. This is a setup process for setting up a standard Outlook account. I will go through it very quickly as there is a separate guide for that. This goes away, talks to our server, and gets the correct account for you. Then you need to log in with the user account. Because this is a quick, we'll see. I might fast forward this bit. Ooh. Going to time out, aren't we? There we go. We have our login screen here. So we're going to log in with the the username. Here we go. Finish and we're done. So here we go. We've added the Brighton Test 1 account and now as well as the Brighton Test 2 account. So if I close this down, we go to Outlook. We can choose which one we want to start up with. Please note that if you're having two profiles, the downside to having more than one profile is you have to put in your password every time on login because it's going to use Outlook has saved your credentials as a whole. So if you say, for example, if I save the password for Brighton Test 2, next time it uses Brighton Test 1, it's going to try that, it's going to fail. So so it will offer up the login screen again for Brighton Test 1. So your credentials are never saved. It's the downside of having two profiles on the one machine. So you can't really save your credentials to automatically log in. I will show you one quick thing because sometimes you can add a separate account. So we're back into this screen again. I missed this little box down the bottom here. So prompt for profile to be used needs to be selected to have that choice between the two. Otherwise, if it will be selected that it will always use a particular account. So if I left that on, for example, I'll cancel out of here, Outlook again. I go straight into that with no offer of selecting accounts. So there we go. I'm just going to switch that back and we're all done. Thanks a lot.